Hello, beloved Wand Stars, and welcome to Tea with the Universe. Are you ready to be the being you were meant to be? So today, you might have noticed that I am also not Cynthia again this week. So Cynthia is actually at an event right now, and it's Cupid's Got You Down Market. That's at the Norwood Legion. It's at 11150 82nd Street in Edmonton here. So if you guys would like to go check out what she's got her Wandwear Creations. She's there till 4 p.m., her and Brian. Okay, so I've hijacked Tea with the Universe again today. So you might notice that we don't just have Christy Papadopoulos from Poppy's Oils. We also have the lovely and talented Amy Clark from Starfly Promotions.
Hello, everybody.
Ooh, words. And then also today, I had the opportunity to go get some tea from Hayward's Eclectic from Cynthia, but I was a little too lazy. I didn't feel like driving over there and grabbing it. So what I thought I would do is I pulled a tea off of Melissa's site. So it's haywardeclectic.com if you guys are interested. There's more than just teas on there. There's some ironworking and other herbal stuff. It's interesting. Go check it out. And I wanted to talk about the women's blend tea that she has. And it is supposed to be to help... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll read it right off the site.
Oh, perfect.
Right? So it's made with reishi mushroom, but she said... I was talking to her earlier today, and she said she can make the blend without if you need it. But it nourishes and helps balance feminine hormones and reduces pain from periods, mood swings, and menstruating women. And it lessens the discomfort of menopause. So it also encourages nervous system balance. So one of the other active ingredients in it is sadavari, which is a herb that is typically used in Ayurvedic medicine. So Ayurveda, if you're not familiar with it, is a study where you heal the whole body rather than the symptoms. So you find the cause and you deal with the root cause rather than putting a Band-Aid on something. Okay? So, since we... Yeah, her teas are really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's... we like to promote... words. Words are hard.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes they definitely are.
We like to promote local small business because it's important that we support one another and we share each other's ideas. And
I couldn't agree more.
And I completely forgot what I was going to say. I did this the last time too. I was like, my brain just went... So what I thought I would do, first of all, is introduce Christy. So you guys might have already seen Christy. She was with me when we did one of our General Energies live streams, and Christy, you had the essential oils cards.
Yes.
So that was fun. And I would like for you to kind of tell everybody a little bit about what you do and what just kind of lights your fire and gets you going.
Oh, well, I am definitely a Jane of all trades, so I have my hands in many pots. But the main pot that my hand is in is essential oils. So I am an essential oils witch, and I love to use essential oils for not only physical aspects, but also for the spiritual healing aspect. And so I really like to mix essential oils together for different spiritual purposes, and I love to share that with everyone I meet. So
what got you into it?
What got me into oils?
Yeah.
What actually got me into essential oils is I had an accident in 2017. So what ended up happening is I was a personal trainer, and I've worked in health and wellness since 2010. And what ended up happening is I was training a client, and I got hit in the head with a loaded pec deck. So for those of you who don't know, it's the machine that goes like this. So my head got clipped on this side, and I had a traumatic brain injury. So a girlfriend introduced me to frankincense and was like, girl, you need to start putting that on the roof of your mouth. And so I started researching oils and found out that not all oils are the same. And
they're not all created equal.
No, definitely not. And that sourcing is very, very important. And not only just because of the health aspects that you get from sourcing oils from specific places, but also the spiritual frequency of the oils based on where they're from is very important. And the care and the harvesting point as well. So my girlfriend was like, Christy, you need frankincense. So I started putting it on the roof of my mouth, and I started putting cypress, which is non-ingestible, on the back of my neck and on the point where I got hit. And I started noticing astronomical differences in my health and in the results of my traumatic brain injury. I had like stuttering, and I had a slurred speech. I couldn't stay upright for long periods of time and things like that. And so the oils were a godsend. And so now I share oils with everyone, and I sell them full time, and I spread the oily gospel.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
No, that's perfect. And so if people wanted to get a little bit more education about oils and how they can help people or how they can help themselves with using different types of oils, where would they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Poppy's Essential Oils, or on Facebook, Poppy's Oils. And I am quite active on both, and I also have a private education group.
I'm in that.
Yes.
Me too.
So if you ever purchase an oil or product from me once, you are entitled to be in my secret education group where I do giveaways and education, and we have heart-to-hearts about different aspects of the oils and all sorts of things. So
Right on.
that is called Oily Education. So if anyone's interested in joining that, you can search it up in the community section of the Poppy's Oils page.
Right on. Perfect. Thank you. And so we'll move on to Amy.
Hi.
And Amy is actually up from Calgary. Now, okay, this is a bit of a debate. Do you say Calgary or do you say Calgary?
I say Calgary, but what do you say?
Calgary?
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
Calgary.
not actually from Calgary then, are you?
No, I was born in Saskatchewan.
Because a lot of people from Calgary don't say Calgary, they say Calgary.
Yeah.
And us Edmontonians say Calgary. So I just
Tomato.
That's because you have to say Edmonton. You can't just say
right.
Edmonton.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not the same thing. Okay.
I'm pleased to be here from Calgary.
It's lovely to have you here, and it kind of I love the synchronicity that kind of happened to bring all this together today. Right?
It's been magical.
Yeah, it's really, really cool how it all just kind of fell into place. So, Amy, I kind of stalked you on Facebook a little bit to find out that you have Starfly Promotions.
Yes.
So, what is some of the stuff that you do for Starfly Promotions? Ugh, words again.
Thank you. I'm going to stumble with mine too. So
Perfect.
Don't worry about that.
I'm in good company.
Starfly Promotions formed out of a need to promote bands, actually, live music in Calgary.
Ooh, nice.
So I
love
started
live
that,
music.
and the reason why I started Starfly Promotions is I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2019, January 2019. And I had spent about 6 months prior to that working and trying to figure out what was going on. And eventually it led to my diagnosis, and my symptoms became worse. And I could no longer work in my chosen field. So I was forced to do something else. And my husband being a musician, it was, and in a band, it was a natural progression for me. I've always been in sales and marketing. So it was an easy transition. And then when I decided that I was going to really branch out in the pagan community in Calgary, it kind of morphed into doing a few projects that way as well. And I've been fortunate to have met all these wonderful women in my life.
Very
like
nice.
it's really taken off and blown up, and so we've got a lot of things on the go and coming this spring and summer, and everything just kind of fell right in place with the wheel of the year, and it was perfect for us. So we've got some things coming up that are really interesting.
Right on. So, when I was thinking about some of the stuff that we could talk about, and I know, like, I like the fluidity of the conversation and stuff, but one of the things, as I was kind of getting ready for today, is, are you familiar with auto writing?
Auto writing?
Nope. Do you know?
Like predictive text sort of thing?
Okay, so
Or,
auto writing, sometimes
Sort of.
what it is like, different people channel different things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so sometimes when I do readings for people, I get where I start writing down what the cards mean, and then something else comes through, and I just start writing until it's done, and then I look at it and go, hey, that's cool, I don't know where this came from. So I actually found a piece of auto writing that I wrote a few days ago, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. And we can maybe give our thoughts on it, because a lot of times what auto writing is, it's not necessarily for one specific person.
Mm-hmm.
It can be for a specific person, but sometimes it's a universal consciousness that happens. So this was written on the 9th, which was the full moon in Leo. Okay?
Yes.
So many days will follow, one after the next, where your joy is not felt fully, and time seems to roll on forever, or stand still. In the depths is where you will learn to love yourself again, and to find the strength you thought you lost along the way. You worry too much about what you don't have. Take heart that what is yours will not pass you by. So many more great things, wonderful things, are yet to come. Feel yourself come alive as you travel the world, and open your eyes to more than what you think you know. Open yourself to love and know that it is. All right, we should have brought some Kleenex. So that would have been a good warning to give. I didn't realize, but here's the thing. This is where we talk about synchronicities. I have never met you before.
No.
I have never spoken to you before.
No.
I wrote this on the full moon, didn't know what it was, and
I'm like, that's for Amy.
thank you. It found the person that it was intended for. So if you would like to share,
Wow.
a little bit about what that message from the universe, message from spirit, evoked in you. If you can.
Yeah, I can. I totally can.
I told you she was good.
Oh, yeah, you did. Holy.
Sometimes she has messages and they happen.
Sometimes
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Wow.
Sometimes I don't know what the messages are intended for, so obviously it was for you.
Yeah,
And
it totally
anybody
makes
else
sense.
watching. So,
Um,
hi everybody. I can't see any of the
Amanda,
comments.
hello.
Oh, hey Amanda. I'm like, I can't see the comments. It's too far.
I can read them out. I'm closest.
Okay, I was gonna try and pull it up on my phone, but I can't find it. All right, sorry. Please.
wow.
Go ahead. Let's
Well, now
see.
I can't wear my glasses.
That's okay. You're pretty with or without. and
That's
fine.
good. Okay, so, well, like I said, we have a lot going on, and I've had a lot going on, and my spiritual journey thus far came from a very dark place. I wasn't very, I would say, emotionally and spiritually well into November this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I found some community members that I really connected with in Calgary. And I wanted to learn about who I was, who I am, and where that journey and that path was going to take me. So I did have, you know, it's really hard to put this into words, I guess. I stumbled, and I didn't listen to my intuition.
We all do that.
Yeah.
You're in good company.
I didn't listen to my intuition, and when I started to, it actually really opened up my eyes and led me to Christy and Monique and
Of the original Edmonton Witches
yes,
Market.
of the
We'll be talking about that later.
yes,
Yes.
and a few other girls really important to me, Lindsay Jackson, she's in Tabor, and we decided that between the few of us that we really wanted community to be important, and because we needed community and we needed, you know, a safe place to learn online where you won't get taken advantage of or bullied, or the information gets lost in translation, or you get into that age old, from what I found, can be really difficult about the pagan community, right? Because everybody's beliefs are so strong. So
I find there's also a lot of strong personalities
Exactly.
within the pagan community as well.
absolutely there is, and not everyone's going to get along, and not everybody's going to have the same path.
And you don't have to.
But at the end of the day,
We all need a safe place.
we all need that safe place.
Oh,
So
definitely.
what we decided to do, and there's also another woman in southern Alberta, Taryn, and then there's another woman named Jess. And so the five of us got together and decided that we were going to start the Alberta Witches Association. So that will be launching here on tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Tomorrow, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday is when we're
Tuesday?
going
So,
to officiate
Today's
that.
Sunday.
Today's Sunday.
Oh, so
All right.
Tuesday.
So Tuesday.
Day after tomorrow, we're living in the future.
Yeah, and
We are
what-
living in the future.
we totally are. So your reading has everything to do with that, I believe. And for me, it just resonates so deeply because I needed these guys these witch sisters that I found to come out of my shell and feel safe enough to do that. And community is so important.
Oh,
Sorry, we got.
hi, Cynthia. Hi, Paige.
Hi!
So we're just having a heart-to-heart. But, yeah, so there's quite a few of us that have gotten together, and we've started the Alberta Witches Association. And we're super, super excited. There's quite a few events coming up with that.
Yes.
And,
Our whole summer is planned. in
yes.
fact.
So if you want to get on the fun train and meet some other witches in Alberta, the Alberta Witches Association is the place to meet them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have kind of learned a little bit about it. And one of the things that I thought was really interesting is that it's not just a community, it's also you're using the units. It's a learning
Education
platform.
platform, yes.
Absolutely.
One of the things I was talking to Christy about is I appreciate the community that I am in, but there are times where stuff is pulled off the internet and it's just regurgitated. Like somebody picks it up and throws it out there, and then somebody else grabs it and throws it out there. And sometimes that information might not be 100% correct. Or sometimes the source of where it came from might not have all the facts. And so
That's right.
all of these people are getting all of this information that may or may not be completely helpful.
That's right.
Right? So
Absolutely.
I appreciate the fact that this is a place to go and you can look at the stuff and verify that, yes, this is something that has been researched. It's not something that was just pulled out of thin air.
And that's very, very true. And I'm sorry, I want to expand on that a little bit
don't be sorry.
because that's exactly it.
Never feel like you have to apologize.
I've got to learn that one too.
Right.
That is exactly it. And what we have brought to the table, I think, is going to be different than what is out there already, is that everything is organized by topic. We have several different platforms in which to verify our information, and all of the writing is done by our team, by us as a team. We each have a day of the week. The structure of the group is very strong. It's very organized. We'll still have all the other things that everybody else likes about groups, Mondays, that type of thing.
Right.
But it's going to be more organized so that you can go back and reference the writings. Even the fun posts you can go back and reference. So everything will be grouped by topic, by thread. Businesses, we want to support Alberta the Alberta community.
Right.
And that is...
And we actually touched on that
Yeah.
a little bit before we started as well. So.
And there will be, like, for example, a weekly post where you can thread, like, there'll be a weekly thread that you can post your business if you are a witch in Alberta, so that all the other witches in Alberta can know that you are a witch and that they can support your business as another witch to another witch.
Well,
So I think that's really, really fun, and there's going to be so many different ways to interact and engage and learn.
Mm-hmm. Well, and like I had said earlier, it's important for us to be able to support one another, especially small business owners. And, you know, like, we have plenty of Walmarts, we have plenty of, insert big brand name here. We have plenty of that. What we need more of is to be able to connect with people that have a craft or have an ability and share it with their community. So I like the fact that you guys have this platform available to those people that are like, hey, this is what I have to offer.
Yeah.
Right? So I appreciate that as well.
And that's what we want to do. We want to complement the community. You know what I mean? We want to be able to add to it and make information available so that no witch is ever left behind or left feeling like they have nowhere to turn for the information.
Right.
Because that's a struggle. That's a real thing. Unless you go and spend like 3 hours in a metaphysical store.
Well, even then, you get lost.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And if you're struggling to find your path, we have girls who are specialists, other witches, other women, other men, other community members who will be able to support you in that, and you'll be able to get the information and not just have it get lost in translation.
Well, and like you were saying too, to have a safe place, like to not feel like if you ask a question that seems very basic, you're not going to be belittled for not knowing that.
Oh, never.
Right?
Exactly.
You're not going to be called out, you know, like, oh, I can't believe you don't know that. It's like, well, I started this path yesterday, so of course I don't know it.
And that's it.
Right?
What we're looking for is inclusion, which is the number one word that comes up over and over. Is
we
inclusion.
have other things. Can you look? Because I can't read them from here.
Oh, we've got some comments. How do we find you? Melissa Hayward is asking. So Melissa, the group will be going live on Tuesday morning.
And on Tuesday morning, and all you need to remember is Alberta Witches Association.
So you'll be able to search up the group and add yourself to the group on Facebook as of Tuesday morning.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
And then, so, we're already getting close to our half hour.
It doesn't seem like that always happens.
But I just wanted to go over a couple things, and one of the things that you have through Starfly Promotions and the Edmonton Original Witches Market is the Witch Bus.
Yes.
So, Cynthia, Brian, and myself, and Christy, and a bunch of other vendors are going to be at the Witch Market on March 27th and 28th. And the Witch Bus is coming up from Calgary.
And Red Deer.
And it's going to stop in Red Deer, and it's coming up on the 28th.
That's correct.
To the original Edmonton Witches Market.
So, and it's really inexpensive.
$40.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about trying to find a place to park your car. You can go with a bunch of other witches, come to the market, hang out, and visit with a bunch of people.
And there'll be goodie bags.
And I was going to say, buy some stuff.
Well, there's going to be goodie bags for all the bus members.
Get a reading done by yours truly. Shameless self-promotion here.
Absolutely. I don't disagree.
And then afterwards, we're going to go meet at the Hudson's Tap House.
Yeah.
And I think you said you booked the back room.
So the back room is booked for witches only. And they're doing a special witchy cocktail menu at discount for all of us. And a witchy menu, so food menu for all of us as well. And they're also decorating for us at Hudson's Tap House. So that is going to be our exclusive aftermarket hangout place for the original Edmonton Witches Market. So anybody who identifies as a witch or pagan or anything is welcome to come. Or anybody who wants to come.
Or witch friendly.
Or witch friendly. You are more than welcome to come. You can get tickets on Eventbrite.
Yes,
through
absolutely.
Starfly Promotions.
And I think if you go through Starfly Promotions, when I looked it up, Witch Bus came up.
Yeah, and there's links on the original Edmonton Witches Market page as well.
Yeah. And then, so that's coming up on the 20th and 29th. So, yeah, myself, Cynthia, Brian, Christy, you're going to be coming up.
Yes,
and
I'm
visiting.
coming up.
So, and then there's a bunch of vendors that are usually constant vendors. I think there's a couple new vendors, too.
Yeah.
I've been watching the posts.
There's a few.
And then Spirit Guide Connections. That is Cynthia's, what is she doing? No, I forgot. Where if you'd like to get in touch with your spirit guides, or you want to learn about astral travel or remote viewing, or just any number of topics that come up, it is starting actually in 3 days. So you have 3 days left to register for that. And it runs until April, and it's every Wednesday.
Oh, neat.
And so it's just like a small group of people getting together, talking about the things that they need to talk about. So like I said, getting in touch with spirit guides, or learning how to do that, or learning to touch into Akashic records, that sort of thing. Okay? And then...
We've got someone who said, I tried to do a watch party and no one could see me, but I'm here and watching.
It's
okay,
Lindsay.
that's
Hi, Lindsay!
Thank you for trying.
We have to go up to the iPad to read the comments if they're too far back so we can fit all three of us in the frame.
I think after we're able to publish this on the Weekly Lounge, you'll be able to do a watch party from there.
Yeah, and we will do that on
after it goes from being a live video to a regular video, I think you'll be able to do a launch party or a watch party. Okay, and then also on March 20th, we have the Witches Night Tea and Cocktail. I'll be doing readings all night long. Ooh. There's going to be Cynthia will be there, as well as Lee from Zephyr's Realms. He does the Throwing of the Bones.
Lovely.
That's really
Lee
cool.
is amazing.
And there are 2 other readings. There's readings by Josie, and I forget the name of the other person. It's Elle, I believe, who does... mediumship as well. So they're all going to be there doing readings. There's a bunch of different vendors that are going to be doing there. I don't remember all of them, but there's Iron Pagan Works. There's the Whimsy or Mystical Whimsy Emporium. I forget, Wendy's Mystical Whimsy Emporium, I think. As well as a few other people. And Hayward's Eclectic will also have her teas. Melissa will have her teas there, so you can sample her teas and try those out. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. And then also the live streams. So the Facebook live stream for doing our general energies readings for this month is on the 20th. On Thursday, it starts at 11. Last month in January, I did 19 readings. It went for almost 3 hours.
Wow.
So it was a good time.
Wow.
I'll be at Cynthia's this time around. So Cynthia and I will both be doing the readings for that. And I think that's it for me. Do either one of you guys have any markets or events or anything that are coming up that I haven't mentioned?
I do want to add that the Calgary Witches Brew Market is a huge supporter of Witch Bus Alberta. And have no fear, Edmonton, there will be a bus from Edmonton to Calgary.
Yes, there will be.
To those markets as well.
To the Witches Brew. Yeah.
I am so excited to be able to get to sit and visit, because when you're doing a market, you don't get a chance
as a vendor,
to communicate.
We're gonna get to visit and shop a
Yay! So there's going to be all sorts of opportunity, and once the Alberta Witches Association is launched and live, there are going to be several meetups. Like I said, summer is planned. So we hope to see some of our witchy and pagan friends from up here come and visit us down there as well.
For sure. See what we can do. I don't know if I'm going to be here for that.
Oh, there's an event every month.
Okay, perfect. Because I was going to say, I know the one that I was looking at, I'm like, I am not even going to be in the country. So thank you everybody who had a chance to come out and visit with us today. We really appreciate you taking the time to visit with us. Time is precious, so we appreciate you being able to come here and visit with us. And do something amazing for yourself today, whether that is enjoy a nice, beautiful cup of tea, or go for a walk. The sun is shining, so it's actually quite a nice day. So go for a short walk and take a few deep breaths. Do a nice little meditation for yourself and just enjoy the day. And as always, with love from the universe, this is the Weekly Wand and Tea with the Universe signing off. Bye.
Bye.
And then we have the awkward pause.